I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the middle.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
From NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken about a yard deep and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. You know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
It's a pick.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On third down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is When they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Dan Bailey.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
On the
tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. It got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed postcard?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
The tackle made by...
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
First down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
A give. This is Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Balaj. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Texans 7, Vikings 6.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Stopped short of
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra. Run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Texans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired up. That's a big gain. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Texans 14, Vikings 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Out.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt.
Britton Colquitt in punt formation for the Vikings.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue. And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Watson again. This is Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
3-yard loss on the play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Houston. What a run that was. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Vikings 13. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Vikings.
On first down, Kaepernick. And this is Cook with the grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
At the 35-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And 4.
Now it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time to find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, this is Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
Cousins on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Bailey got the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Rush in. Rush in.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Eric Hendricks in on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
On second down and 4. Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Switch. Back. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run it with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Johnson on the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Situation. Let's go.
It's Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
No, 24.
To throw is Watson. Johnson's got it complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Under 10. Line them up.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
A yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
The Vikings 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Cook. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Bradley Roby
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They try again with Cook. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Time to go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Time to go.
Watson. Underneath for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 24. 10 to the mic. Watch the crew. Hey, 31. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Watson now to throw. He's got Fuller. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Texans 38, Vikings 31. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. Situation.
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So second down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Down and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, watch the slant. 32 point down, coming.
Now Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
38.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Texans, it'll be a 500 start.